entire nation that they now serve Black Jesus.
And they're happy that the truth is finally out. But knowing Russians and Vladimir Putin, I can see that he's gonna gain a political upper hand in this, because they're creating new currency with, I think it's South Africa. So it's not just that. It's not a religious. There is a gain, a huge monetary financial gain.
Hello world, welcome back to my YouTube space. I am the Kenyan Beast, of course. I'm doing it the African way, every day, every time. Now, the video I'm going to react, I know it's not an old video. I know you have seen this about Black Jesus, White Jesus, about Russia or Putin revealing this old vault that had pictures of Black Jesus and disciples on, you know. So I'm just sharing my views here, because white people, or after Putin revealed this old vault, old centuries vault that has black images of Black Jesus, images of disciples, and we saw it was black, and this is where a conversation of Black Jesus erupted. I know the conversation has been there years and years, but after Putin came and revealed this, now it erupted again and people started discussing again and again. I know right now it went silent. A lot of people are not talking about it, but who am I? I just have to talk about it because I have seen videos of white people frowning because of Putin revealing this. Some are saying, okay, yeah, why have you revealed right now? It's a political move. And again, they have points. But let's watch this video of white people discussing what Putin did back then, 10 months ago. Let's watch, and then we'll come back again and react on it.
Entire nation that they now serve Black Jesus.
And they're happy that the truth is finally out. But knowing Russians and Vladimir Putin, I can see that he's gonna gain a political upper hand in this, because they're creating new currency with, I think it's South Africa. So it's not just that. It's not a religious. There is a gain, a huge monetary financial gain in his statement. But nevertheless, I am very happy that the truth, even under this kind of a sauce, so to speak, it's coming out, and we all are here to celebrate it.
What's going on, y'all? So Vladimir Putin, he was at a press conference and whatnot, and he released a bunch of images of a bunch of black biblical people, even a Black Jesus. So let me get y'all's thoughts on it. It's tripping about the video that I'm posting, but just look at this picture right here. And look at this one. Let's see, you see the nose, it has a big nose. So, you know, I'm not being racist, man. I'm just saying, man, you know, I'm just talking about features. And then, I mean, you see that one looks kind of like European style, I'm not gonna lie. And then this one right here looks like it is Jesus right here. And I don't know. Now, obviously, I can't give you a for sure answer and tell you, oh, yes, this is Jesus, yada, yada, yada. But one thing that I can say is, as a Muslim, we believe that Moses was a black man. And Jesus, we believe Jesus was a black man too. I mean, when you look at, even when you read certain Bible verses, when it talks about the feet of Jesus Christ were bronze, what does that tell you? So me personally, I have no idea where the hell this person came from. This is not Jesus. This is just a white man with a beard. And one thing I love about Islam is that there's no images of anybody. You don't go and make images of prophets. You don't go and make images of Muhammad. You don't go and make images of Jesus, and you don't make images of nobody. Because if you do that, we're having the same problem we're having right now. Even a painting can't 100% accurately predict what, or even tell future generations this is what that person looked like. Even though the paintings might be detailed, this isn't exactly what the person looked like. So my whole thing is, I've always known that Jesus was colored. I always knew Moses was colored. I mean, the whole message of Jesus was destroyed by Paul when he told the Jews not to obey the Old Testament no more. But Jesus said to obey the Old Testament laws. And whoever tells you not to, they're an enemy. But what do y'all think about this, man? Y'all comment down below. Do y'all think Jesus is white or do y'all think he was colored? Y'all comment down below. Catch y'all next episode. A rato.
Psychological warfare. You assume he has no benefit of saying this. There's way more going on than you and I know. I know that all of the religions and all of the governments of the world are one. But not a good unity. An evil unity like we saw with COVID, March of 2020. This coming from a guy who has been known to persecute quote-unquote Christians in his country. I don't trust him. And currently, I don't speak Russian.
Well. You know, there's a lot of Arabic people and Palestinian people. A lot of people over there with blue eyes and reddish brown hair. I don't know where they got it from over there in the Middle East. I'm sure it was some kind of gene. Just like being black and just like being white, it has to do with your genes, the color of your eyes. I'm sure we could find out. But Putin and dusting off his black Jesus from the Kremlin attic, that is one heck of a... Why are we just finding out? Did I think Jesus was blonde and blue-eyed? I didn't really care. I do care about my wig, though. My hair's looking... it's time for a do. But anyway, get back. Mr. Putin, you drew the race card. Now what you gonna do with it? You got all these black people excited that you have a picture of a black Jesus. You're saying black. To me, sir, it just looks like a dark Jesus. Because I don't know what kind of paint or colors or whatever they had over there, but they had to have something for black. Was it coal? What was it? Anyway, Mr. Putin, you're sneaky. You're gonna nuke us, aren't you? You're just doing something to hurt the whole world before you nuke us all. I don't know. Doesn't matter what color Jesus is. Is this gonna change what he does for us after we've been worshiping him? I don't worship a picture, never have. I'm not Catholic. Mr. Putin, what do you think you're doing to Joe? Hurting his feelings? No, I did not vote for Joe. Anyway, black people, I'm happy for you. Something ought to make you happy. I mean, come on now. Because y'all been really upset for years, huh? I hope this helps you, just like when I voted for Obama, because I was hoping he would be a great president for the blacks so they could stop being so racist against white people, because they think the white people invented slavery when actually it was the black. Anyway, I don't want to go there. But Mr. Putin, you drew out that race card, and I want to know why.
If you're pretty new to religion, you probably should keep your mouth shut on things that you don't know nothing about. Because what's ironic is how those individuals, the African descent, will sit there and say, we can't trust nothing that comes out of the white man's mouth, and yet Vladimir Putin, somebody they don't even know, a white man, comes out and says, oh, we have the secret that we've been hiding from everybody, that the Messiah is black. And they bought it real quick. When all the Hebrew texts say a different story. There's a Genesis 10 and there's a First Chronicles for a reason. You probably should go study it and make sure you fully understand what you're preaching before you even come on here and say, oh, they just came out with something saying this person is that. No, man, that's not how this works. You're going based by word of mouth, which the Bible tells you clearly not to do. And it also, This is a rollout of the Antichrist. They're getting you ready for the Antichrist. He said, if they say they seen him here or they seen him there, believe them not. If they say he's in the desert or in a secret chamber, believe them not. And Vladimir Putin comes out and says, oh, he's this. They believed it real quick. That's how the whole world's going to be deceived. It's pretty sad to watch, actually, but no. It's all right there in Genesis 10. All you have to do is study. It's all you have to do. Not go based off of word of mouth.
You have to be an exemplary type of stupid to believe that Jesus of Nazareth, Christ the King, was a black African Nubian man, a sub-Saharan African man. Let's go back to 10,000 BCE. Anatolian farmer DNA. Here's the modern distribution, but Anatolian farmer DNA is coming from Anatolia here, but it was also in the Levant. If you're completely lacking any anthropological evidence or genetic research, and you just go on dogma from the internet, then sure, you could claim that anybody at all times was black. All of these white people in history were black. Arab people and Persian people were black. The Neo-Assyrians were black. The Hittites were black. But they weren't. Nazarene was Galilean and spoke Aramaic. Here's a person who speaks Aramaic. Does this person look sub-Saharan African to you? This is Thutmose III, the ruler of Egypt who helped conquer the Levant. His lineage, including the Amenhoteps and then Akhenaten, do not look sub-Saharan African. They are not related to the Western Africans who make up most of America's African-American population. The Egyptian people are related to the people who ruled Egypt. There are also some European rulers, but that's not here nor there. All those icons that Putin is revealing would be more accurate if they were all portraying Romans. It would be more likely that Christ would see a bunch of Romans in his lifetime than he would see a bunch of West African people that look like modern African Americans. It wouldn't make sense, seeing as the Levant was consistently populated by European people and people who resembled like Egyptian and Middle Eastern people.
So when I was taking Russian in college, my professor was from a family who had been evicted from Russia because they were basically tied in with the Tsar at the time, and so they were living in the United States. And he told me about the politics that they shared. He made two interesting predictions to me back in the early 80s. The first prediction was that software engineers would be the new aristocracy in the country. The second prediction he made was that at some point the United States would be more like Russia and Russia would be more like the United States, and that in this country we would have a racial civil war. Now, with this announcement timed the way it is, while I think it's great and I think it's cool what Putin is doing because, you know, hey, being inclusive is awesome, but it also makes me wonder if this guy knew something that none of us really know.
Welcome back. Now, white people had different reaction on this, what Putin did of revealing the pictures of Jesus. And the pictures showed that Jesus is black, showed that the white pictures that we see that represent Jesus ain't reality. Again, now, some reaction were like this. Why did Putin reveal this right now? Why did he not reveal it earlier? And a lot was saying that it is a political move. And again, even me first time, I thought that. I said, this is a political move. Because now, black people will channel their support to Putin and will revolt or they will retract from this other one. Because it was seen like this is supporting black move, supporting black culture, supporting black history and everything. And a lot of white people has commented here saying that this is a political move. And by the way, when you look on the other side, don't crucify me, it's just my reaction. When you look on the other side, it was a political move and a very good move to Putin, because Putin knew that he's gonna get support of some people if he accepts that Jesus is black. It's so hard for white people to accept that the guy that we think, guy that we know he is superior, who is Jesus, the guy who is most popular in the history, who is Jesus, that he is not of their race and he represents the race of black race. It's very hard for black people to accept that. So this was a 10-0 political move for black people supporting Putin and black people showing massive love for Putin because this was a mileage to him. And when I say a mileage to him, that means that a lot of black people knew about the black Jesus. No, not a lot, but few of black people knew about this history of black Jesus. But the white people knows the truth. They know very well the truth. They know very well the truth. Even Pope, Catholic Pope, we shown videos of him kneeling down of on Black Madonna, going in his chambers and kneeling down on Black Madonna. We have the videos and the clips. You have seen it online. Now, black people did not know the truth, but white people knew the truth. But they knew that they won't reveal this truth to the world. They have hidden this history. They have hid it for so long, the history of black Jesus or the history of Jesus Christ. And they have made the world to believe about Jesus being white. They have made the world to believe the pictures we see, that these are the pictures of Jesus. That's how it has been. But black people, they were hidden from this truth. As I say always, the history of black people was written by whites. And there's a lot of things that we don't know as black people because we never wrote our own history. If we could write our own history, it could be easy, very easy to know what is the reality, the truth, and this is wrong, this is right. But because we never wrote our own history, it's very hard for us to know which is the truth or who is who and who is who. And that's why we don't know the history about who are the true Hebrews, true Jews, or the true Jesus, or we don't know the history, where is the Garden of Eden, who was the first man. We don't know that. So we are just a few people are just teaching us this. But personally, they hide this from us because they know that black people are superior in every angle. Every angle, black people rule. When you come to the angle of resources, the richness, culture, black people are there. Richest culture is for the black people. Music culture, name it. Food culture, name it. We'll never cease to mention black people. Jesus Christ, Yeshua, is a black. First human being in the face of the world is black. Important revelations on inventory that were invented by black people, they are using them, but they cannot agree. They know very well, but that once black people have this knowledge about their history, once we are being elevated, once we know the truth about ourselves, that's where they will go down economically, they will go down spiritually, they will go down physically. But to maintain the supremacy, to maintain the white privilege, you need to hide some information from us. You know that. So, I just have to say this. I'm happy that people are learning the truth. I'm happy that on my generation, a lot of people now knows the truth of what's going on. On my generation, we know the truth. We know. It's just a matter of time that this will erupt. Just a matter of time that things will turn. And we are not saying that black people gonna rule over white people. No. Black people are one of the most humble people and loving people to ever lived. Yeah. The wars you see in Africa or black countries are not caused by black people, but they are being instigated by this white supremacy, divide and rule. We call that dividing and ruling. And that's why you see wars in Congo. That's why you see Sudan, no peace. That's why you see Haiti is fighting. Not because black people are fighting, but because there's someone who wanna take some things here. There's someone who wanna come and exploit the country. There's someone who wanna take over your country. And now what you are doing is what? What you are doing is dividing these black people. And because they know black people, their weakness, it's very easy to divide black people because the weakness of black person, they know. They knew it since the day of our ancestors up to now. They know our weakness, and that's why it's easy for them. It's easy for them to divide and conquer. Now, I was just reacting on this video where white people sharing their views. Some of them are frowning. They don't like it. And personally, I think Putin has his own agenda for bringing up this issue or opening this vault. Number one, maybe he wanted people to know the truth. Number two, and which that is reality. Even if we go down, we come up, we go there. It was a political move fighting towards the United Nations. Political move, clean sheet. And this was a 10-0. And that's why BRICS is winning. That's why BRICS is in Africa more and more, and it's winning against the European Union. Because, number one, the face of BRICS, they have come with this face to show that we are not against black people. We want to support you. We want to support your country. We know we did not colonize you, and we cannot colonize you. So they have come with this face, smiling face, and it's selling. It's up to you as a leader of a country to see if you're going to buy the story of BRICS or you going to buy the story of European Union. But we have tested the European Union. We know what they do. We know how they are. We know their motives in Africa. And now we are looking forward for another friends. But again, the issue of black Jesus and white Jesus, let us not be an issue, because whether he is black or he is white, believe whoever you believe. Worship whoever you worship. White people, I believe, they came with the pictures of white Jesus because they wanted someone who resembling by them. I believe that. So black people, we bought their story, we bought their history, so we are not to blame them. We don't have to blame them. If Indians decided they wanted Jesus resembling to them, well and good. All in all, let us live in peace. Until next episode, peace be with you.